Good morning. This is Morning Coffee with Jesus. I'm Rebecca, and today we're going to be talking about resistance. So grab your coffee and your Bible, and let's begin. Welcome back. So today we went on a run, walk on the beach. And it had just rained the night before, so the sand is really wet. Well, when you're trying to run on wet sand, your feet start sinking down into the ground. And so it makes it harder for you to actually run like you would if you were on the sidewalk. So as we get farther and farther, we become more tired and drained. And what we started realizing is there was a resistance. It was pulling us down, and so we were having to work harder to get to where we were trying to go. Well, the Lord started dealing with me about how we can have this resistance within our spiritual life to where we are trying to go full force and we're running as hard as we can, but something seems to keep pulling us back, holding us down, and making it harder and harder for us to reach our destination. And so I want you guys to turn with me this morning to Hebrews 12:1. It says, "Therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Now we all know that running is not always fun. You can get really hot and you don't think that you can continue on, but you know that it's going to benefit you in the end, that it's good for your body, and if you press on, you'll get better and it's easier the more you do it. Well, here where it's talking about laying aside all of that weight, everything that's holding you back, to take it off. Just like if you were to have heavier clothes on, if you were to remove some object or some items to take off some of that weight, it's going to be easier for you to keep going. And it's going to help you to be faster at it. Makes me think of someone who swims. They try and do everything they can to make things smooth where they can go. So they'll put on, things over their head, and some people will even shave their heads because they're like, no, I'm taking everything off. I don't want any extra weight on me, because they want to be faster. They want to be the best. Well, we can have so many types of stress and worries and pressures that are constantly put on us that makes it really difficult for us to keep going. We start out good, but then the harder it gets, the more we want to keep going. And we're like, what's the point? I can't make it. And we may almost be there, we may be halfway, and then we just give up because of all of the extra weight, all that resistance. Well, we know that we have the enemy who's always there trying to steal, kill, and destroy. And because of this, we can let all those distractions and all those things that keep popping up stop us from receiving the things that God has for us, because we can't take the pressure, all of that stress that's being loaded onto us. And that's what the enemy wants. He doesn't want us to keep going. He doesn't want us to reach our end destination. Well, what we just read in laying aside every weight. Now, this could mean a bunch of different things. So you may know exactly what that is, and it may take you seeking the Lord more to find out what all the weights are in your life so you can begin to get rid of them. But I like where it's saying that let us run with endurance the race. That means we have to persevere. We have to press on. It's not something that, may be easy all the time, but it's saying keep going. Let me just encourage you. Well, God is always there. When we read His Word, He's always going to give us enlightenment, revelation. He's going to encourage you and show you, you can do this. I've equipped you to be able to keep going. You don't have to have all this pressure and all this stress that keeps weighing you down. You can release the resistance and begin to become sturdy, begin to become faster. God is on your side. He wants to fight for you. He doesn't want you to have to do everything on your own. And so just allowing Him to take that pressure off of you is a huge deal. And once you embrace that and you say, Lord, yes, I know that you're here for me, that you are wanting to help me, and you give that to Him, don't pick it back up. Don't put those weights back on. Don't allow that resistance to hold you back. Say, thank you, Lord, I've released this to you. Show me what I need to do to not allow, whether it's people, whether it's something in your life, how do I transition into a place to where I'm going to keep going. I'm going to have that endurance to where I don't become drained and I stay strengthened. Well, we stay strengthened in God's Word. We have to have Him with us, and we have to allow Him to work on our behalf. Otherwise, we are going to try and do it on our own, and it's going to be really hard, and you may get to the place to where you stumble and fall, and we don't have to get to that state to where that's happening. We can have a sustainable life through Christ. We just have to be obedient and listen to what His Word is telling us. So this morning, make the decision to set aside whatever it is that's holding you back, those weights, those thoughts, those emotions. Release it to God. Say, Lord, it's yours. Let me know if I can pray for you. Email me at morningcoffeewithjesus@hotmail.com. Reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm here for you guys. I love each and every one of you. I want to be able to pray and encourage you however best that I can. I'm interceding for each one of you watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.